Alright, today we're going to talk a little bit about a basketball shot. Now, we may not all have access to a basketball hoop at this time with some of the park closures and everything, but we probably will in the very near future, and most certainly when we get back to school. And I know a lot of us like to play basketball. We do a lot of it in PE class as warm-ups and stuff, and you're getting really good at it. But we're going to talk about the proper basketball shot form today. And I have a guest demonstrator, Owen, and after that we're going to do some trick shots too, so stay tuned for that. Okay? Here we go. Alright, a good acronym to remember for the proper basketball shot form is BEEF. B-E-E-F, okay? The B stands for balance, the first E stands for eyes, the second E stands for elbow, and the F stands for follow through. I'm going to walk Owen through these steps right now, okay? B for balance. Owen wants to make sure his body is squared towards the basket. The camera is right underneath the basket, so we're shooting right towards you right now. So he wants to be squared towards the basket. He doesn't want to be turned to the side. He doesn't want to be falling back. He wants to be good and balanced throughout his whole body with all of his effort and energy going towards the basket, okay? The next one is eyes. His eyes obviously want to be looking where? Not at the teammates or the cheerleaders. You want to be looking at the basket. He'd probably be looking at the cheerleaders though. All right. The second one is second E is elbow, and there's a thing called chicken winging when you're shooting, and you want to make sure that your elbow is in line with your body and the basket. If your elbow is pointing out, it's going to make your shot form inconsistent, which means it's going to make the ball travel in an inconsistent pattern. So notice how Owen's elbow right here is in a straight line with his leg and his body, but also in a straight line towards the basketball hoop, okay? That's important. You'll see sometimes some people will shoot like this, and they might get pretty good at it, but it's not proper form. They'll be stronger and be able to shoot at a further distance if they keep their elbow in, okay? And the last one is follow through. After Owen's gonna shoot, his hand's gonna follow the ball, which is going to put a backspin on the ball, put a little backspin on it, and that follow through is going to help that backspin. And what that backspin actually does is when the ball hits the rim, that backspin deadens the bounce and gives it a better chance of going into the basket, okay? So balance, eyes, elbow, follow through. I'm gonna let Owen go through a couple shots. We'll see if he's using all that form. Balance, eyes, elbows, follow through. Good. Now that was a set shot. Like what you would do if you're at the foul line, where you don't jump towards the line. But he was balanced. All of his energy was going towards the basket. His elbow stayed nice and tucked in there, and he followed through. Now, if you're shooting from a little further back, obviously you got to get your legs into it, so you got to jump to get more strength into it. But the same thing, the same beef shot form applies here. Balance, eyes, elbows, follow through. You're just going to jump towards the basket. Don't just jump straight up. If you jump towards the basket, it's going to give you more strength, and you'll be able to shoot from further away. Good. All right. So that's proper basketball shooting form. When we do have an opportunity to get outside and get to a basketball hoop, or we get back to the gym, we'll talk more about it. But I just wanted to break that down for you today. The weather's starting to get nice. Hopefully we can get outside and play some basketball pretty soon. Now for some trick shots. Right. First trick shot, I'm just gonna toss one up and try to make it go in. Ready? On the other side of the CRV. Here we go. Bob's famous behind the back mid-court shot.